Wonderful people, how are you all doing? As usual, I'm back with my daily video. For the time being, I'm doing daily. So basically, yeah, today's video is gonna be a very interesting one. I did this list earlier, like about 3 months back. So this was my top 10, my most favorite fragrance of all time, or rather, like for this year. So today, I'm gonna show you a little bit updated. Like these are my this year's most worn because the year is ending, guys. December is approaching and stuff. So basically the holidays are coming up, so I thought just come up with my top 10 just for fun. So I looked at my collection. There are a lot of fragrances that I wear a lot, like I wear them, but the thing is I realized some of the fragrances I wear them a little bit more often than the others. So I looked at them, so I put them in order according to my usage, right? So how much of it I used. So let me show you first something I'm enjoying at this moment, because as you guys know, it's winter in Bangladesh. So I'm enjoying something very special. As you can see, it's like our version of rice cakes. Let me show you from close. You can find this everywhere, absolutely. Looks a little bit yeah, weird, but then yeah, these are basically the rice cakes. You use the crushed rice powder, mix it with coconut, and intensified the sugar cane, the sugar, it's like brown sugar, and a little bit touch of salt, right? So, and some yeast, I believe. So you mix it up and vape it. This is made in a vapor, very soft. Very, you have to eat this when it's a bit warm. So basically, yeah, I'm enjoying this, as well as one very new drink, specialty from Bangladesh. It's called Jira Pani. So for those guys, those who are not in Bangladesh wouldn't be familiar with this. Let me show you. It's called Jira Pani, as you can see, as well as in Bengali it's written. So basically, this is a new drink. It's a very fun sort of a thing. It's cumin mixed with cola. If you can imagine how weird that can sound, but tastes absolutely fantastic. If you happen to be in the side of the Bangladeshi, you know, shops overseas, like in the States or Canada or Australia, if you happen to see this bottle, I suggest you give it a try. I'm really enjoying this stuff. It's very nice. It's like always in my house, and maybe I should do a review on this because it has a note of cumin, right? So yeah, very nice fragrance, not fragrance, bottle, and carbonated drink, but very nice. It's awesome. So let's look at now, focus in the top 10, right? So let's crack on with the list for number 10. So I'll try to keep this a bit shorter, right? So number 10 is a new entry, but new buy for me, but by no means I didn't know this for a very long time. I know this for a very long time. Azoros Chrome. I use this a lot. I had two 30 ml bottles, which are already finished. This is my big bottle, and I already put a dent to it. So even this summer, whatever, winter, I just love the smell of this. So fresh, seaside vibe, florals. At the same time, you get the that the chrome feel to it, like the metallic tone to it. Gives you very good performance, very good casual scent, but it's a performer. So it's a performer for office, school, and everyone can use it alike. So number 10, start with Azaros Chrome. Love this stuff. So number 9. So basically, by the way, one other thing, these fragrances, I didn't put them in order according to season, like for winter, for example, or summer. No, it's like whole year round. Some are new, some are old, but they're all in my rotation heavily from January all the way up till this point, right? So number 9, also a recent purchase. Happen to love this a lot, but juice level going down dangerously fast. Burberry's Breathe, Rhythm, not the Intense, the EDT. So as you can see, my juice level is right here about now, and it's just been a couple of weeks that I've been owning this. Just love this. It smells really gorgeous. It smells very manly, very sweet, sexy, dark, a little bit powdery. Love the bottle design, love the concept of the whole Burberry's, like the fragrances, bit of spices, bit warm you up a little bit during the winter, as well as very good date scent, as I feel for nighttime. Very, very good scent, very mature, at the same time playful, beautiful scent. I think my second purchase from Burberry, and my second after London. All right, so this is my second favorite from the house of Burberry at this moment, but love this stuff. All right, so the next one, also a new one. Obviously, when you buy something, like you get to wear it a lot and lot, just to try it on your skin, see what it gives you, what sort of performance you get from it, what sort of compliments. So this one, I really bought it for the bottle, as I mentioned, keep mentioning. Yeah, I bought it for the bottle, but the juice happens to be very beautiful, sweet, touch of lavender, touch of cardamom, little bit of spices and stuff. And then for the colder weather, for indoors, for a cuddle scent, for a close encounter scent, I believe this is the best release for this year, in my humble opinion. You have seen this bottle so many times. Once again, it's here, and it's here to stay. Just love the bottle. It's just so gorgeous, and the juice is so beautiful. And yeah, it makes in my list bit lower in the order because I haven't got to try it that much yet, but I've been wearing it a lot lately. All right, so yeah, La Male, Jean Paul Gaultier La Male Essence de Parfum. So, or rather, Parfum d'Essence. I don't know, Essence de Parfum. So the EDP version, right? So that's my 8. So next one, this one, it's all-time favorite for many people. This is a safe sort of a scent, but very pleasant, more like a summer sort of a creamy vibe, a little bit of freshness of the neroli up top. It's the EDP concentration as well. You get bergamot, a little bit of mandarin, and then a bit orange blossom. That sort of like very fresh, and it really hang on to your skin after that 1 or 2 hour mark. Gets you a lot of compliments. You smell like a very, like a nice gentleman sort of a feel. Very clean and fresh as well. So this one's for Chanel. Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This is the EDP concentration in 100 ml bottle that I own. Really, for the first time I sniffed this alongside the Allure Homme Sport, which I didn't happen to buy. I bought this stuff because of the heavy musk note on the top of that beautiful orange, sort of this lemony sort of feel. And I really saw the depth of this. It's not very heavy fragrance. Don't make mistake. I mean, like, don't get confused. This fragrance is not a heavy fragrance, but the creaminess of this fragrance hang on to your skin very nicely. People, they come and in your close proximity and stuff, they can smell it on your clothes very nicely, hang on to your clothes, all right, as well as on your skin. Very good compliment getter. Very nice for autumn as well. I think autumn, yes, autumn will be nice, just not for the very hot season. All right, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. So that's my next one. So after that, immediately follows one of my fragrances, like most favorite fragrance of all time, but didn't get to wear it as much as I did the next 5, the top 5. So barely just missed it like for a while. But this one actually is also from House of Chanel. Recent purchase, but very familiar with this fragrance. Bleu de Chanel EDT, the 100 ml bottle that I just recently compared it to Sauvage and ADG Profumo, alright? And it happened to make the top out of the 3. So one of my absolutely favorite, all-time favorite, and also safest for all occasion, all year long. Bleu de Chanel, easily number 6. Alright, you get, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I keep mentioning the top note of gorgeous grapefruit, the organic grapefruit, that sort of the freshness, the sparkling feel to it. Very much like you get the feel if you could smell a diamond. Yeah, that sparkling, that crisp, very beautiful magnetic top, the cap, quality from Chanel. So my number 6 for this year's list, Bleu de Chanel. Just love this baby, alright? Just a gorgeous bottle. So here comes the top 5. Top 5, usually when you see top 5, it usually are your best of the best. But by no means these are the best 5 I have in my collection. It also is not like, one is better than the other or one is worse than the other. It's just, as I mentioned, my wearings, right? So how much of these I wore. So number 5, this fragrance, it's a crowd pleaser. This fragrance, it's a pleasant fragrance, very difficult to hate it, but many people hate it for being pleasant, if that made any sense. Like, it's too pleasant or too crowd pleaser. You wouldn't imagine, like, normal people would think, oh, it's a pleasant scent, how come people hate it? Frag heads, they do hate this fragrance. Those who are into the game for a very long time, they hate this fragrance. I think many of you will agree. Sauvage, it's right in the middle. Many people, they like it, but they wouldn't admit they like it because it's too synthetic for their liking. But guess what? The facts are facts. It gets you compliment. It gets you that good, happy vibe, youthful feel, fresh feel. Up top, the pineapple note, as I mentioned just yesterday, with that little bit cool feel of the the metallic tone, and then heavy ambroxan all over. It's up loaded with ambroxan. So basically, yeah, one of the safest scent in the world for the designer games. And then this is a compliment monster. If you are wearing this fragrance and you are like, maybe you are not smelling it, but you happen to pass by people, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be reactions if people are not familiar with this. Like right now in Bangladesh, many people don't own Sauvage because it's very new still here, and then we don't get to buy Sauvage here. We don't have Dior counters here. You're gonna get head turning reactions from this fragrance. It floats around in the air also. From far, people can smell it. Longevity is very good. So one of my workhorse, Sauvage, number 5. So the next 4 also very heavy hitters, very very big in the community, very good fragrances, solid fragrances, and you might have ideas which one I'm gonna bring up, but maybe 1 or 2 you don't know, right? So number 4, the sexy night, like in the night of a man. People imagine going out at night, you're a little naughty, you have those intentions. You're gonna be going for a date, you're gonna be taking her home, and you're gonna be in a very sort of like a cozy setup, and you wanna be that special man, the sexy man, like CH man, if you know sexiness. That one is sweetness, this one is cardamom. La Nuit de l'Homme from YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. My most favorite from the house. I sniffed all of their fragrances. This one I love the most. I want to get few more, but this one, absolutely gorgeous. You get no acting. I don't need to act. I don't need to promote this. I can be a fanboy of this stuff because the way it smells, very sexy up top, the cardamom note, the sweetness. It mixes with the bergamot, freshness of the bergamot with that spicy, sweet, spicy tone. Dries down slowly to woodsy, a little bit of chocolatey, like if you like chocolate, yeah, or something like if you're thinking of cakes or so, desserts, La Nuit de l'Homme. I have tried this. I asked people about this, what do they think of this fragrance? Guys, girls of every age. I asked them. They said, this smells different. This smells really pleasant. Yeah, some performance issues with the newest formulation, 2015 and onwards. Mine happened to be 2014 bottle, right? So basically, yeah, no issues. Love this fragrance for nighttime, and maybe for winter time, bit better performer, right? So La Nuit de l'Homme, sexy compliment beast as well. So the next one, you haven't seen this bottle in recent times in my rotation or any mention in my videos, reviews, or top list or whatsoever. I have used so much of this fragrance. I own a 50 ml of this bottle, and I used it so much, the juice gone down so fast, and I was like surprised. Usually people, when they drink soft drinks and stuff, or they finish their bottle whatnot, they finish it very fast. I felt like I drank this bottle. I showered myself with this fragrance. This is from House of Cartier, one of my most favorite fragrance of all time, Declaration d'un Soir. The gorgeous rose, one of the best rose, authentic spicy rose with the hint of sandalwood and a little bit of other spices in the dry down. You'll feel like Shah Jahan, who built Taj Mahal, the great king. If you can imagine being in that sort of rose garden, very fresh and very intensified rose scent, but very authentic. No synthetic in this. Like, you're not gonna get any synthetic vibe from it. I haven't spread this in a long time, so yeah, let's do. Ooh, yeah, Declaration d'un Soir, baby. There's this funny thing. I once got, I have to warn you about this fragrance, by the way, a little bit. Not all ladies or all guys dig this stuff, by the way. Some people who really love the note of rose, it's like, it's someone, you can imagine if I was a magician, I was gonna turn this into a rose flower right now, the big rose. If you can imagine the red rose, the hint of yellow, so like those Bombay rose and stuff. Yeah, this is rose garden in a bottle. So not everybody might appreciate it, but those bit mature people, bit more mature crowd with they know their fragrances. Yeah, this I feel works a little bit better in the hotter condition also, but in the winter during the evening, if you're going out with your favorite person. Yeah, and imagine like you are in a romantic place. There'll be a bridge somewhere. There's a big moon, and there's like some clouds passing by. Very cool, sort of like a dark night or evening. Evening in Paris. Yeah, this is it. So my number three, Declaration d'un Soir by Cartier. Absolutely lovely, beautiful baby. Right. So number two, or number one. Usually this is the boring part, because as you guys know, my number one and number two are so obvious. But then you guys don't know which one is number one and number two. So as per wearing, the number two fragrance was supposed to come on the top. A little bit sad, but as you know, I'm saving the spray because I treasure this so much. Because of that, my wearings went down a little bit. Dior Homme Intense. That's all I will say. Dior Homme Intense. Quality, beauty, notes breakdown. You come from any angle and you want to appreciate a fragrance that is pure quality and up class, something unique, something you keep on wear for yourself, even if people don't, you don't care for people's attention. If you want to go for clubbing, if you want to go for dinner, if you're going for a wedding, anywhere you go, Dior Homme Intense, you'll never ever fail to impress the others. All right. So number two, just because I'm saving the spray, just because of that, this comes number two. And the number one, the one that I use the most number of sprays for this year. You guys, some of you, most of you already have guessed which one it is. The Dark Vader, like he is the bad boy, the dark. It's like the bad guy. Let's just say that way. This one is gonna give you the same feel of this Dior Homme Intense. Valentino Uomo Intense is gonna give you up top little bit different, something a bit more mature. You're gonna get that iris. It's coming under the like the same sort of vibe on the opening, but slowly the dry down goes to more like dark chocolate, bit mature orange, bit darker orange, mixed with that black leather, very beautiful black leather. I know many people, they say, I have seen people who have been talking about this and said this is a redundant purchase if you already have this, too similar. My honest opinion, my humble request to you all, please put this in one arm and put the Dior Homme Intense in the other. Opening, yes, you're gonna get the similar vibe, but then if you love Dior Homme Intense, just watch and see the magic of this fragrance. I'm not gonna say this is too new already. It's too new to comment. I already know in and out of this fragrance. Every time wearing, so strong, the opening blast, so damn gorgeous, and the dry down is gonna give you the black leather which is missing from the Dior Homme Intense. So that's where it's different. Olivier Poche, it's a gem, it's a genius, like a genius to come up with this fragrance. The original EDT, because of this, now I'm considering that, despite that being a bit weak, but the sort of feel you get, that that spread and stuff, like Nutella feel, some gourmandish feel, and then a little bit of freshness of the bergamot and orange from the EDT. I'm gonna get that bottle just because of this. Love this. This is gonna be my bottle. Juice is already here. 2 weeks only. And winter, I'm enjoying this so much. It's gonna give you performance. It's gonna give you the longevity and projection, and head turning effect. One of my female friends, recently, she smelled this and she said, this smells like very expensive Louis Vuitton, those leather bags, black leather bag. When you smell it and open it and smell it, that's what you're gonna get. So poshness. So there you go. Number one, Valentino Uomo Intense. I recommend this if you are into gourmand and a little bit of darker and bit more elegance, and you don't mind to spend a little bit more. At this price point right now is a bit expensive, but you want to get this before it gets reformulated. All right, so my absolute recommendation, Valentino Uomo Intense makes my number one, top most used up fragrance. Love this stuff, right? So that's all. My top 10 fragrances that been used a lot this year. So maybe this list will change. I don't know. The you know the ranking may change for over time next year somewhere here, and then yeah, I'm gonna be making some more videos. So one tip before I go, daily tip for fragrances. Sometimes this is again about longevity issue, performance issue. Sometimes fragrances, people blame fragrances. Nah, that fragrance isn't good. Don't get performance from the fragrance. It sucks. But sometimes maybe the fragrances don't suck. It's just the way you use your fragrances that sucks. All right. Sorry to say. Don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be rude or something. Just telling you the fact. Sometimes you have to know how to use your fragrances. When is the best time? So sometimes, people use fragrances. For example, take this Savage. People use it here, top of your palm, right? Good place to put your fragrance. All right. If you are not going to be washing your hands whole day, we Bangladeshis, what do? We use our hand to eat, right? Rice and whatnot. And after we eat, our hands are a bit dirty, so we want to wash with the soap. After you wash off everything, it took away your fragrance too, because you washed this part of your hand. If you didn't, oh, no comments, all right? But maybe not the best place to wear your fragrance. You have to know your pulse points, where it warms up a little bit, blood's flowing, and the performance is gonna be optimized with that sort of usage. You want to use it here a little bit, maybe on your arms, somewhere on here where your veins are. Another thing is, somewhere you see the vein, the blood is always pumping, it's just flowing through, so it's a bit warm, it's always hot, so it projects. Some fragrance, not maybe all fragrance, some fragrance, if you put it here, it burns you. You're gonna get the burning sensation with time. Don't do it. For example, CH Men, Carolina Herrera CH Men. I use it here, it starts burning after a while, right? So it projects, but then don't put somewhere here. Maybe put somewhere here, or back of your neck, somewhere here. Don't put it here, all right? And then, as I mentioned yesterday, your skin could be dry. That's where your fragrance is fleeing from your skin very, very fast. So you're not all as lucky as some people with great skin. So use moisturizer, try to stay moist, as well as try to apply some of your on your shirts, all right, or on your head, on your hair. Funny, I know it sounds ridiculous, but then it hangs onto your clothes and your hair better than sometimes on your skin, all right? So keep those facts in your mind, right? So when you want to wear fragrances, know the concentration, know the power of your fragrance, know the season. At the same time, application wise, be wise. That's the way you optimize your fragrance usage. You get more compliments, you make it last. So you have to know this little here and there, the tips. So these tips are for people who are having longevity issues. That's all for now. I'll be seeing you soon, maybe tomorrow, don't know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and sharing. Really means a lot. Good night. See you soon. Bye bye.